So lots of you have some great thoughts about what a tape diagram is. So now I want to share with you my definition of a tape diagram. So what is a tape diagram? A tape diagram is a picture that shows a whole and part relationship. It's basically another word for a number bond. You have your whole and your part and another part. Just like a number bond, a tape diagram will show the relationship between the whole and the parts. If you look here, we have an example of a tape diagram. But don't worry, I am going to show you how to draw your tape diagram and how to use tape diagrams when solving word problems. All right, let's get to work. We're going to start off by watching me solve this word problem using our read, draw, write strategy and using a tape diagram. But before we get started, you're going to need a few materials. So you'll need something to write with, a pencil. I'm using a pen, but I would prefer you to use a pencil in case you make mistakes. And then you'll also need some paper because we're going to be writing and doing some math today. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to go and grab materials and then come on back. Awesome. So my question is below. And my first step is to always read and annotate my problem. And a pro tip is to read the problem at least 2 times and create a picture in your mind. So I'm going to read my problem. Ashley has 4 pink lollipops and 2 yellow lollipops. How many lollipops does Ashley have all together? Ashley has 4 pink lollipops and 2 yellow lollipops. How many lollipops does Ashley have all together? So now I'm creating a picture in my mind. I know that Ashley has some lollipops. I know that 4 of the lollipops are pink and 2 of the lollipops are yellow. But I don't know how much she has altogether, and I need to figure out how many lollipops Ashley has altogether. All right, so now I'm ready to annotate. And that's where our paper is going to come into play. So on your paper, you're going to take some time to copy down the word problem. So I am going to write on my paper the word problem just like I see it on the screen. So I'm writing Ashley has 4 pink lollipops and 2 yellow lollipops. How many lollipops does Ashley have all together? Question mark. Don't worry about writing this problem down because you are just watching me, so you'll know how to do it next. So your paper should look something like this. I have my word problem. So we've read the word problem about 3 times now, and now we have to annotate the most important things in the word problem, the most important words and numbers. So I'm thinking, should I underline or annotate Ashley? Is that going to help me solve the problem? Not really. But 4 pink lollipops is very important. So I'm going to circle the number 4 and underline pink lollipops. I circled the number 4 and I underlined pink lollipops. Is and an important word to annotate? No, that's not going to help me solve my problem. But 2 yellow lollipops is very important. So I'm going to circle 2 and underline yellow lollipops. Awesome. And then we have our question. How many lollipops does Ashley have all together? Now, should I underline the entire question? I don't really have to, but the word all together is very important because it's gonna let me know that I need to add some things together because I want to figure out the total. Now it's time to draw. We're gonna draw a tape diagram to solve this problem. So the first thing we're going to draw is a rectangle, and we're going to label it 4 because we know that Ashley has 4 lollipops. This is the first part of our tape diagram. Then we know that she has 2 yellow lollipops. So I'm going to draw another rectangle, but I'm going to make it a little smaller because 2 is less than 4. So this is how your tape diagram should look so far. You have 4 here for the pink lollipops and 2 for the yellow lollipops. And do you see how my 4 is a lot longer than 2? Awesome. Now we want to know how many lollipops Ashley has all together. And so we already have our 2 parts, just like in a number bond, but we don't know the whole. We know that one part is 4 and one part is 2. But we don't know the whole here. We don't know our whole here. So what can we do to find the whole? We can add our 2 parts together to find the whole. So I'm going to draw 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2. 1, 2. And I'm going to count them all together right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ashley has a total of 6 lollipops. So now it's also important for me to do our last step, which is to write a number sentence. 4 plus 2 equals 6. And I'm also going to write a statement. Ashley has 6 lollipops all together. Cool. Now, here is my finished product. I annotated my problem. I drew a tape diagram. And then I wrote my number sentence and a statement, a word sentence that matches the problem. Now here is the next step, and it's super duper duper important. You all need to see my work. So I'm gonna click on File, on Insert, click on Insert, Image, and you want to go all the way down to Camera. When you click on that, your face should pop up. All right, so once you've followed those steps, again, clicking Insert, Image, and Camera, like I said, the camera will pop up on the front of your screen, and then you can hold your paper up to the screen like this, and it will snap a picture, and you can click Insert. If that does not work, right, so if that doesn't work for you, you can always take a picture of your work with a phone, and then send the picture to yourself, like send the picture to your email. Then you would click Insert, Image, Upload from Computer, and then you would insert the picture on the slide. That way your teacher can see all of the work that you've done. And if that doesn't work, go ahead and send a picture of your work to your teacher on Class Dojo. So now we're going to move on to me showing you how to do one more problem, and then you're going to get a chance to practice. So stay tuned.